not right. We're gonna fight for him. I swear to God, it's just not right.
Right now at 6 o'clock, the parents of a man killed after a chase and shootout with Indianapolis police calling for justice. Their emotional plea, plus the changes IMPD is already making in response to the shooting. One of those changes, adding body cameras to the city's police force. Mayor Joe Hogsett and IMPD Chief Randall Taylor made that announcement this morning.
As ITMate's Richard Essex reports, it follows 2 deadly police shootings within 12 hours of each other last week.
This has been a long time coming. Indianapolis Metro Police is the largest police department in the country without body cameras. Now, this announcement comes just 6 days after those 2 deadly police shootings in a 12-hour period. IMPD has been testing cameras off and on for years. The latest test was last summer when a handful of cops wore cameras during a 45-day trial period. The results fell flat when the department and the City County Council kicked the camera project down the road. The price tag for that system was estimated at around $3 million. Today, the mayor committed to a new project.
We have identified a vendor that is prepared to begin deploying this technology throughout IMPD's districts by midsummer, with full deployment achieved over the coming months.
One of the hangups in bringing body cameras into IMPD has been technology. The mayor says the city has spent millions on upgrades to allow proper storage of video and voice recordings captured by the body cameras. The price tag for the body-worn cameras by utility is $1.2 million. IMPD is expected to have every officer outfitted with a camera by this fall. More importantly, how the video is released. There are state laws that dictate who can see the video and when.
I think there's provisions in it that would allow a chief to privately allow like a family member to view the video from a controversial use of force if it is in the community's best interest to do so.
Lawrence Police Department already has a similar body camera system by the same company. It records officers when they leave the car, start running, pull the weapon, or if they have fallen and need assistance.
At any given time, I can see exactly where an officer was, what his speed was, his acceleration, his braking, if there's a quick acceleration.
This morning, the mayor also announced a new committee, a police use of force committee. Now, the police union says that they had questioned the timing on this. They say that there are already several citizens review boards in place now. In downtown Indianapolis, Richard Essex for Wish TV, wishtv.com, and follow us on Facebook.
All right, Richard, thank you very much. Metro Police first tested a body camera system back in 2014. Chief Taylor said today that it was not implemented then for a number of reasons, including the prohibitive cost, lack of community buy-in, and outdated city technology infrastructure. But Taylor said things have changed since then.
Over the past 5 years, we've made millions of dollars in investments to our technology infrastructure. Why we initiated a second pilot test program and one that implemented was stakeholder driven.
Now, that second pilot program began last summer. The council approved funding in the fall, and cameras now set to roll out this summer. The chief says between July and September that will happen. Many central Indiana cities already use body cameras, including Lawrence, as we mentioned before, Southport, Carmel, and Fishers.
If you need it, my son will make sure you got it. That's my son.
Today, we heard the first words from DREASJON, Reed's parents, since he died in that shootout with police late last week. News 8's Travis Robinson is at the site of his death. Travis, what did his parents want to tell the public?
Reed's parents say they don't want his name or story to fade away. Now, this is actually the first time that we've heard from Reed's mother, and she says she wants to continue telling his story so that people really get to know the person he was before he died in a shootout after a police chase last week. Just like in the pictures at a memorial erected overnight, Reed's parents say he was all smiles and put his heart first. They say he was someone who loved to joke around and be an entertainer, but was reliable and there for anyone who ever needed anything from him. His parents say that's the DREASJON Reed they want people to remember. Since his death, many people have protested in his name. His parents say the community needs to continue to fight, but to not lose sight of who they're fighting for. When his mother saw a picture of DREASJON Reed at the memorial, marked with an anti-police message, she said, "That is not my son," and asked for the picture to be removed. Then she held up pictures of him smiling, saying, "Now that's my son."
His heart was so big, you can't just take his heart from him because he gave it to you first. He gave you his heart. He loved everybody. He loved them first. That's the problem. Because I taught him that you love everybody first. You don't think everybody's going to be mean to you first. Because they'll treat you how you treat them, and if you love them first, they'll love you the same way back.
Reed's parents say as people continue to fight, they need to make sure they're respecting their son's name. Now, we should note that the family did not want to take any questions from reporters. The family's attorney says that they may file a lawsuit against police, but they're not ready to do that quite yet. Now, city leaders say the investigation is in the hands of the prosecutor and a special prosecutor who hasn't been named yet. I'm Travis Robinson, WishTV, WishTV.com, and follow us on Facebook.